mistake that would be.
If you think Tekken Master hasn't been playing, you don't know Tekken Master.
He might not be very vocal about it, but you know he's been grinding. And ONLINECALE, I mean, what else is there to say? So successful this year, has just had such an amazing breakout year with really a combination of Kung Lao, Homelander, T1000. Whereas Tekken Master, this team right here, the Baraka Striker, this is what Tekken Master will be doing for the foreseeable.
All right, off to a really good start here. Full combo ONLINECALE, and immediately has Tekken Master in the corner, sending a message to say, I am not afraid to wake up attack. I mean, you kind of need to show Kung Lao that you're not afraid to pull the trigger on that defense.
Oh, there's the overhead, though. Kale looking for that corner pressure. Good block from Tekken Master, trying to fight his way out here. Now, that's going to be the name of the game with Baraka Striker. Baraka is going to be committing to some really dangerous attacks, and Striker is there to cover them. A lot of grenade toss to make things that are normally, when they get blocked, you're in danger, right? You're unsafe. You can make them safe. You can even make it your turn to keep pressing attacks, right? You can fake it out. There's a lot of utility for it. But ONLINECALE, he's played against this strategy a lot. He knows what to do. Oh, but there's a big confirm. Oh, nice catch.
Some of the new stuff. Some of the new stuff. That charge Baraka forward 3 wasn't a thing back when he used Baraka full time.
But you can see the sequence. Okay, Kale manages to find that low poke, starting some good offense with it, and an interruption. Tekken Master.
He knows. Like I'm saying, people are like, yo, this guy, they think this guy hasn't been practicing. Who else do you think is going to block that overhead and just interrupt the gap because they know it's there? Come on now.
Of course. I'm expecting genuinely that this. Oh, wow.
Oh,
hang on. Hold that thought.
What an up block. ONLINECALE, young man reactions.
You have to remember, but why are you doing that? That charged overhead from Baraka, it's plus on block, which means if your opponent blocks it, you can keep pressing buttons. But if you go for the up block, you completely nullify it. And Kale, he's ready.
That jump back hat, the airborne hat, such an amazing keep away tool for Kung Lao. It just controls so much of the screen. And those sector missiles, you block that overhead low 50-50 on Kung Lao, so like it's not his turn still.
And there it is again. Now,
that
confirms for sure, Kale, he is reacting to that overhead. And that's the dynamic. Baraka, that overhead he's got, you can do a quick version, which is harder to react to, or you can do a charged version, which makes it better on block. It launches on hit for a large follow-up, a larger follow-up, I should say, than the normal one. But the downside, when you charge it, it makes it reactable because it makes it slower. And Kale, back-to-back, twice, immediately ready with that up block. And not only does it, deal with it, it makes it unsafe, so you die.
ONLINECALE, I think really going into this final with just a message to send, like just being crafted in the world of online. And I know that some people have like, we know what people online can be like, they might sort of dismiss some of your accomplishments. That was...
No, that's the thing, but you can't do
I
that.
don't even know what I was talking about there. I got rudely interrupted by that sick armored sequence. All the way to the corner, I might add.
But I feel like these days online competition is such a regular part, especially the competitive MK community, that it has become, from many, many years ago where online wasn't what it is today. It's, there was that stigma of, oh yeah, well you're playing online, play offline where it matters. Whereas nowadays online, you can definitely get competitive practice in the online environment. That's why they do pro competition online with different regions. Okay, the adaptation from Kale.
Instant answer, what?
So last time Tekken Master tried to interrupt off of that Kung Lao overhead into the follow-up. This time Kale goes into an armored option. You want to press a button, absorption. Beating it clean.
Plus frames. Looking for the low poke. All right, knockdown from Striker. Every knockdown for Baraka can be pretty decent. In this matchup in particular, it's very strange though, because that down forward 2 from Baraka, that just barrage where he moves forward. Ooh. Kung Lao's armored launcher whiffs on that. He just completely goes through Baraka. He has to go for the spin, but the spin's a good move anyway.
But it's good to see Kale use like the entire toolset of Kung Lao. Kung Lao not as popular as he used to be in the competitive space, particularly at MK1, but Kale really has just stuck true with him. Uh-oh. I don't know what Kale thought was coming, but it was a launcher. Delay grab, beautiful nice tech. Throw tech. Kale sees it coming. Ooh. Almost dead even on life, but Kale with a decent advantage in the meter department. You can see every time Striker comes out, Kale has to be hesitant.
Oh no! And you've got Fatal Blow as well.
Do you think this does enough?
I mean, it's 950 as well. I reckon so. Definitely. More than enough.
I think so, yeah. Normally you can tell by, that kind of first half of the Fatal Blow damage. Kung Lao going to follow things up. Good night. And that is a 2-0 lead, Kale. Definitely one of the favorites, if not the favorite.
Look at the power walk.
Yeah, I feel like going into this group, Kale has had such a successful year with just amazing results over like some of the best players in competitive Mortal Kombat. That, I mean, it's hard not to see him in this group and think he's definitely making it out, for sure. Obviously, we can't say anything too definitive yet, but what a fantastic start. And every set you can win without losing a match in the process is going to make you so much better off in the later stages of the group.
I like that, ending the combo early at the very beginning just to get so many knockdown frames to guarantee that safe jump. Put the pressure on thick.
When was the last time we saw any Kung Lao use that string?
I think a lot of people watching, he's done it again! Just forgetting that move exists, to be honest.
And there's the spin, adaptation from Kale, not letting Tekken Master get away with anything at all, and that's going to be a match point already. We might be having 2 quick matches back-to-back catch-up.
Oh, really thought that was going to catch. I think, honestly, the visual obstruction of those grenades somewhat caused hesitation in what combo to go for.
Okay, Nobar this time at a flawless block, going to deny that chip from Kale. Tekken Master finishing the string, maybe anticipating that Kale was going to try and punish it.
The fact that Kung Lao flies backwards after doing that hat toss really helps him evade projectiles.
Wow.
Oh, he knew!
Oh, that's going to be enough, surely. Surely there's a route here. No, Kale.
Safe jump, it looked like.
Yeah, going for a reset instead.
Boosh!
Not quite enough to get the kill, but Kale just needs one more hit. There it is! Oh, no! Down in front, Baraka.
Someone wipe him off the screen. There's a bug in our face.
That's all right, he splat off. Well, that's just the way it goes down sometimes.
Ooh, hello. Is that Baraka?
Surely a button check.
This is a button check, right?
No.
No.
Okay, Lavender Rain, Baraka
Yo, we're scare tactics up in here.
Yo, I would say, not the first time I've seen Lavender Rain play this in general, but I haven't seen him. The only time I remember seeing Lavender Rain pull this team out was where he was in like a dire situation. It was a rough
this is
set.
game 1.
That's what I mean. I've only seen him play it when it wasn't really working out. We kind of needed something to kind of pull it back, and it seemed to be a bit like the final trick up his sleeve kind of thing.
That was a really nice little B&B, by the way. 390.
Yeah, I mean, Baraka Jax, this team doesn't tickle.
Oh, and it's so toxic when you talk about the ground pound too.
You see Lavender Rain confirming into the blade charge there, though. Jax taking one of the homing rockets, Baraka taking the other, which meant he actually didn't die to homing rocket on a trade. That's some good knowledge right there. Good block.
To be fair, Lavender Rain did have the opportunity to watch ONLINECALE versus Tekken Master, so seeing this exact matchup, maybe there's a couple of tricks that Lavender Rain is thinking.
Hey, but that's the thing. It's not the exact matchup. Baraka Striker versus Baraka Jax, a very different dynamic. But you can see they're both looking for that whiff punish. Because Baraka Kung Lao, at that close range, so good at finding it. Particularly Kale, not looking to overcommit anything. There's the crouch. And that's going to be the first round. Kale was not in a rush to finish that one off.
It's not every day you get a chance to be reminded of how good Baraka's walk speed is. Knockdown. Finish it off. Oh, okay. Nice little guarantee there. Yeah, Jax has quite a few different ways to confirm off your... Well, if you want to spend 1 bar on a full combo, Jax is pretty decent at that with Baraka.
Yeah, for sure.
One thing we haven't really seen in this matchup yet is how annoying Jax can be when he's doing the ground pound because of how much forward movement Baraka has.
Well, so far, so good for Kale. I wonder if we'll even have the chance to see it so far, although this round very close so far.
I mean, ONLINECALE is definitely dominating this neutral. There's no 2 ways about it. Lavender Rain closed in some space, but now has to deal with the back 3. Goes into overhead low, so you have to guess. It is very much a guess after that mid.
Oh, there it is again. Kale finds the overhead.
Knockdown. Now, Lavender Rain is going to build a breaker here. So are we going to go for something maybe a little bit brave, perhaps? Either way, you've got the comfort zone of being able to break should you need to.
Oh, the
You have to break now.
That's the mix-up. That sweep is a low. That hat overhead, you have to stand block that. That's the mix, and that's going to be a nice catch for Kale.
That is not the first time Lavender Rain was kind of just walking ONLINECALE down, but walked into a button. That happened twice, once in both rounds.
Okay, so it looks like a character change has been selected here, but I'm going to be honest, I do wonder what this pick was for, because for Lavender Rain, this is quite unorthodox. It is a character we've seen him play in the past. It's not a complete, out of left field, nowhere choice. However, it's not any of, I would say, the main. Again, yeah, whether it's the Ermac, whether it's the Takeda, these are the two characters I definitely would expect to see the most from Lavender Rain. Ermac, Janet, this team, we've been talking quite a lot already in this block about high damage.
You know I said during character select that this guy hits really hard? Yep. Janet Cage is the reason for that. Who knows? Maybe you'll get an opportunity. Now we're kick-starting things here. Starting things off with the down 4. Immediately opened up, though, by the young man, ONLINECALE. Knocked down into the corner. Ermac's armor, it is one of the weaker armored reversals. It is armored, but it's a high. You can make it whiff pretty easily. Plus frames. Wow, the challenge. Dash cancel pressure from Ermac. Oh, doesn't get the dash. Got to be careful. If you mess up an Ermac dash cancel and you just get the palm strike, that's unsafe on block. You do not want to go a game down in Final Combat because you messed up a cancel. Oh dear, the overhead low, the mix-ups. Another overhead low, made way safer by the existence of that EX spin. ONLINECALE, round on the board. Lavender Rain has not had a chance to do anything yet.
It's just been the neutral. Kale has just been winning the neutral from the start of this set and still is now. And that's one of Kale's greatest strengths. I think it's why Lao Sector is such a good team for him specifically. It has such control. And it's why the reason the neutral is so important is because if you're so good at anticipating what your opponent's going to do, they don't get the chance to open you up. So if we're talking, oh, this character hits really hard, they've got all these crazy options. If you're ready, they don't get to show it.
Full combo here from Lavender Rain. Going to be going in for a setup, possibly. The float. Really good delayed wake up there from ONLINECALE. Delayed wake up versus that float is such a safer approach. Otherwise, you just get crushed. Now, by saving the Janet Cage, however, not spending it on the grab and not spending it on the combo, if you land a clean hit. Oh, speaking of clean hit, that'll be Janet, teleport, safe jump. Delay wake up again, the meaty back 2, lets the whole string go, ONLINECALE, the resolve, the defense. Oh,
I love the coverage. So Ermac goes for the full screen stomp and Janet goes up to cover the air. That was fantastic. So we haven't had a chance to see Lavender Rain really go for one of those big openings yet. Oh, but we're not going to see it here either because the homing rocket, even on the air catch.
The opportunity just hasn't presented itself. However,
that could have been huge.
I think that was meant to be it.
Okay, this is an opportunity. You go for the lift, out comes Janet. We go for the sandwich combo. Look at that.
One.
Oh, no, the immediate drop. Oh, we cannot over-exaggerate how much damage was just left on the table there. And oh my goodness, at the very least Kale would have been able to break.
Exactly, that's what I was about to say. If you could at least get Kale to break and take the 3 bars away, that's better than nothing. All right, does Janet get spent here? 1, 2, teleport for the safe jump. Another delay wake up. 140 damage just like that. Pow!
I think Lavender Rain, even though that was that serious combo drop, still managing to play the rest of the round just fine so far.
Oh man, that advancing knee to get around the sector missile was the choice to make. Now ONLINECALE not out of it. Fatal blow is still available. You're going to have to hit Lavender Rain more than once though because this breaker is available. Beautiful flawless block. However, turn stealing. All right, there's the break. You will be able to break this. But now, don't get hit. Fatal blow, don't get hit.
Oh, but that rocket, even if the rocket doesn't connect on a hit, it's going to keep you blocking so long, but Lavender Rain finishes the mid. The spirits come out for that one. Lavender Rain tying things up with this Ermac change, making quite a difference already. And that was even with that combo drop. And the downside to that combo drop is you have to call Janet, and the attack you call her with has a long cooldown to it, and it costs the whole bar. So if you do drop, it's a long time before you get access to Janet again. Oh, wow. What a catch.
That was such an amazing pickup.
And there's the spirit armor.
For those that want to know what happens when Ermac glows like that, he'll trade his life for super meter. So he'll take damage, but only on his super meter rather than health. It's actually a really annoying comeback mechanic, to be honest. I love it.
Hey, annoying for the opponent. For the Ermac player, it's splendid.
It's party time. Safe jump. Some of you might be wondering what we mean by safe jump. You essentially do a knockdown with such advantage that you can jump in for pressure. Should they wake up attack, you can still block, or in some cases even armor break it.
Yeah, it's a safer way to attack your opponents on knockdown once you've hit them.
Most of the time you sacrifice a little bit of damage, but it's worth it.
It's something that's, considering how crazy some armor defensive options can be in this game, it's why you see it so often.
Oh, you're dead.
Speaking of which, yeah, does Kale have a route to finish
Grab his head! Grab his head!
Oh! Fantastic pathing there, going for that EX, just to get that little bit extra damage.
And yeah, Janet. Wow. Yo, Sector getting slapped, no missile for you.
Lavender Rain doing a lot of that, just using Janet raw just to anti-air. It's the first time I've seen an Ermac player do that in a while.
Consistently getting clipped by that Kung Lao overhead, though. That has been the thorn in the side of Lavender Rain.
Another throw combo. There she is.
Safe jump begins. Big jump in. But you'll notice that's why ONLINECALE is constantly delaying the wake-up, really trying to mess with the offensive timing there of Lavender Rain.
Well, the safe jump means that armor basically doesn't really work as an option off of it. So if you can't armor, then you may as well. And there's a catch.
Janet consistently just stopping you from jumping. I must say, I've not seen people really use this cameo like that before.
But look at the range. The range that Lavender is threatening this Janet anti-air cool. That's where Kale, he wants to go for these jump backs into the hat toss with, you know, the rockets to cover. And that's the exact range that Janet is denying any space.
I mean, the trade-off is that you're not going to have full cameo, so if you land a hit, you're not going to have those giant death combos. But clearly, that ain't Lavender Rain's game plan. Should he find the hit and have the chance to do that big damage, he'll do it.
Oh, yeah, there's the break.
But he doesn't need to.
And now ONLINECALE is one hit away from being able to confirm into a 2-1 advantage. Question is, will he find it? Lavender Rain manages to get the mid. And there is the combo confirmed. Lavender Rain clutch. And tying it up. We are dead even in the set.
The only thing we're not even on right now is meter. ONLINECALE with 1 extra bar, soon to be 2. Lavender Rain, that back 2, such a good button at like crushing low pokes. All right, big knockdown. Septor missile to come, I'm sure. There it is.
Oh,
another. That overhead has been the absolute worst thing.
But I guarantee you, the moment Lavender Rain stands up, Kale is going to sweep. That's the mix. Oh, another crouch. ONLINECALE has just, again, had such awareness for every time his opponent is going to go for a throw. They're going to throw, you just go for that duck underneath, it misses, boom, you win the game. And Kale looking really cool and calm at the moment, to be honest, not looking...
very much focused.
Yeah.
Very much focused. Now, Lavender Rain, just has to make a decision here. Do we change character? Do we maybe go with Takeda?
Well, the fact that Lavender Rain, who is like the Takeda guy, has not played Takeda yet, he must just not like this matchup. Because Kale also plays T1000, also plays Homelander. And you know, even if you win a game, your opponent can swap and change to those characters.
Starting the round with homing missile into push spin.
It's aggressive.
You begin cornered. All right.
Oh, but that does mean you've got no break. Janet comes out. Last time we saw this dropped. This time, if it actually works.
Don't drop this.
Lots of damage.
1.
We're already at 400.
2. 3.
We're getting to 500. Set up. Set
up!
Disgusting! Low overhead. How do you block it?
Nice little overhead. How much damage did that do? Look, ONLINECALE.
A lot. Lots and lots.
It costs all of the cameo gauge, but holy moly, is it worth it? Oh, you're dead, by the way.
If you're not going to use it to do that, what are you going to use it for?
Yep, get the end. It's not over. Janet's coming. I told you it was over. I told you.
And that is an Ermac 101 round. Massive confirm, huge damage. Huge damage into a reset for more as well. Oh, and again, that overhead.
In my top tier analysis, I would say simply do that again. But trust me, it ain't that easy.
I mean, Lavender Rain back to the wall here. Not a lot of meter on the side of Kale, at least. So if Lavender Rain can find a situation, that overhead.
It has just been hitting him in the head every step of the way. Does manage to get a block and a punish, too.
Okay, but looking at this life differential, this is an Ermac Janet combo. Oh, and there's the uppercut. This version does a lot of damage. Okay, yep, there's 1. Here comes 2.
Seeing as if we go for a setup after this, it will armor break as well, but maybe not the spin. Oh. The break! He just wanted to get out. That was an immediate, I'm just going to let it hit me.
And now the armor, which means that even though you're low on health, you're losing super meter, not life. Lavender Rain playing so smart in this round.
Looking for the mids, plus frames again.
But Kale is not pressing, but managed to find the poke. Oh, wow.
Building meter with those dash cancels.
There's the block. Oh, no.
It doesn't matter. You took no health damage.
Oh,
my God! What a float! Here we go! Bang! From your biggest fan! That is now 2-2, and we are going into a game 5.
Hey, not the biggest fan anymore. I can guarantee it. Lavender Rain, what a miracle float into an option there.
That was so good!
That was like the first time we've seen Lavender attempted that for a while, right? Ermac, he can go into that float, get access to his air normals. It's kind of tricky. Hasn't really been doing it. And Kale's defense has been fantastic. But the moment Lavender Rain changes up a little bit, finds the hit, instant confirm, and now game 5. We are neck and neck. And Lavender Rain starting to block those overheads now, and Kale ready to confirm it into the spin, build that distance, not looking to overcommit.
Went for some kind of punish there on the EX teleport. Either way, unfortunately, you blocked that teleport. You are brown bread. You are easy to punish.
Okay,
punish, speaking of, uh-oh, Janet. Janet's here.
Hang on a minute, that sequence costs a meter. There's no break.
Kale is not going to have a breaker by the end of this combo, and we know Lavender Rain is going to go for a setup here.
I mean, if the combo is good...
Oh my god, wait,
okay.
he's got a fatal blow. If you get mixed...
Oh, no! Lavender Rain with the worst possible time drop. Oh, wait,
no,
hang on,
he's got it! He's got it! The breaker comes out either way! That was going to be a 2-touch had he not dropped it, but it doesn't matter! He finds the advancing knee, and he corrects the mistake!
Oh,
Lavender Rain on match point!
My heart can't take it. Not with that kind of drop. You called it perfectly. The fatal blow was there. If Lavender Rain was able to pick up from that,
he was going to 2-touch him!
But that's the composure. Lavender Rain had the drop, gets over it immediately, does not dwell on it, immediately finds it, and now match point for Lavender Rain. Will be the only player in the group currently 2-0, which in a round robin situation, that is a humongous lead to have over everyone else.
So much respect being shown here. Kale takes the down one on block as an opportunity to enforce. I gotta say, the blocks on that back 3, overhead low 50-50, he's blocked like a good 90% of them in the series. It's insane. Here comes Janet possibly. Yes, indeed.
The damage is going to add up. I mean, hey, the throw damage is nothing compared to the strike, but it will add up over time. And there's the adjustment. All these overheads that Lavender Rain has started blocking. You got to stand block those. What beats stand block? Lows. Do a sweep. Same situation, but the other mix-up. And now Lavender Rain managed to find a catch here, going for the armor for some safety.
Oh,
that was so delayed.
That was so delayed, but has not done that overhead all series long, except for the Janet setup. Saving that one for when it matters most. ONLINECALE, what do? He's waiting for Sector to come back, first of all, to get some sort of control in this neutral. 15 seconds on the clock. Is this going to be a timeout? Lavender Rain, wait, he's got the life lead. No, he doesn't. Only just does not. Oh,
now he does.
But wait. Could he not have just gone into the meter mode?
Wait, is that enough? Just enough. Lavender Rain manages to squeeze the life lead back at the last moment with a shred of chip damage. Look at the relief on this, man.
Use the Homelander in some time.
Not this entire weekend at the moment. Kale's more recent characters have been a combination of that Lao and the T-1000, but no, Homelander Ferrer back here again.
Big part of that could be the opponent that you have. You're fighting against Quan Chi, so this constant forward movement is going to be really important.
No,
wow.
I'll tell you what I wonder if it is. When Broseph was playing against Kanamani, Broseph didn't even try, really the Quan Chi. I think it's mainly because Kane has the cage. Because we were like, maybe it's a Homelander thing you're worried about, but Johnny Cage versus Quan Chi, that's not a fun matchup. Homelander versus Quan, I mean, as long as you can get the ball rolling, the problem is getting the ball rolling is the issue. Because right here, already back to the corner. This is like worst case scenario.
The problem is, at this point, Quan Chi has terrible armored reversal. Oh, God! Trade the stand in 4. Terrible armored reversal and slow buttons that will not beat your buttons. So if Homelander is point blank against Quan here, he is perfectly situated to just win the round.
Oh, the cage caught. Kale trying to go in. Okay, the armor. Going to be a makeshift combo breaker for Broseph. Okay, nice grab. Oh, I love
what a read.
So that cage is not automatic. You can summon it at various distances. The fact that Broseph put it close meant it was exactly a read on Kale trying to do something like that. Now he's got him right where he wants him, but Kale manages to find a way out. Thank you, Ferrer, but no. Okay, that would have been a combo.
Yes, it would.
That was one of the more tidy changes for this team, right? The Quan Chi Sector is they added a bit more advantage to some options, which lets you get some up rocket combos that didn't previously exist in the same fashion. What a catch from Broseph, and that's going to be the round. Nicely done, tying things up. Now, we're talking a lot about how important this set is going to be for Broseph. Broseph is currently down 2 sets. Not an unwinnable scenario of making out the group. It's difficult, but not impossible. So you definitely have to take every match equally as serious.
Oh, that side switch was delicious.
Not the first time I've seen Broseph do it, so it has the tricky stuff.
All right, overhead low games. Tries to challenge. Plus frames. Oh.
Yep, overheads. Damn, so many overheads in this entire group so far.
It will be, because all it takes is one back three of Quan Chi to hit, and it's full combo town. Preemptive standing three, just in case you tried to jump in or dash in.
Now, Broseph has been really good at doing those preemptive normals, right? Right at the range where it's kind of difficult for Gale to do anything.
Oh, if only you committed, that was game over.
Wow, did that hit Farah but not Homelander?
That was so
there
weird.
It is.
What a weird ending. But it will be enough now. Broseph,
That
one
was clean.
game on the board.
That was a clean finish, though.
Man, that was impressive.
No, Broseff's looking good. Broseph
With
is...
how crazy one-sided that first round was, you just need to have good defense to play this team. And if you can get those armored portals on the go, that's where the dynamic completely changes.
Because the defense isn't just like they're point blank, what am I going to do about it? It's how you prevent them from being in that situation to begin with. And Broseph, yeah, Broseph has a long history of playing these kind of characters, those longer range, more zoning archetypes, right? They want the distance, they want to throw projectiles, they want to frustrate you, that's where they thrive.
ONLINECALE with a really nice advance there. Reset, however, oh my lord, wow. Flameburner still caught that. Now there's the jump in, just to secure it. That's a full combo, actually. That's a full combo, and it's going to be even more armor, possibly. No, we're going to force the break. No break. ONLINECALE saves the meter, and look, he's going to survive this, which means that if he has to break, he can just break afterwards. The only time you won't be able to break is if you have that orange portal on you. Not only does it armor Quan, but it takes away your meter as attacker.
Broseph needs to find something to finish off this life bar. Kale has the resources. Can't even see him.
Oh, no!
There it is.
That's unfortunate.
Hey, round one, you know, you're not going to have that last breath protection, so chip kills in round one are significantly more dangerous. Kale, he had the meter, saved it for the right moment. And this is where it gets tricky. This is where you can see how comfortable a Quan Chi player is, where they're going for the cage, they're going for portals, you've got up rocket coming out from the cameo. Broseph is just, again, such a strategist. Always looking for that next step. Oh, wasn't quite close enough to punish the skull, however. Oh, but the whiffed grab. Kale is going to make him pay dearly for this.
And with one combo, your back is just about to be to the wall. And as Quan Chi, this is not where you want to be at all. Knockdown, missile. Yeah, that's a free armored portal. And that was an EX one too, which means it's out for significantly longer, triple that of the regular.
But Kale not even pressing anything here, just respecting the fact that armor is there. And as soon as it goes, you can party again.
Wow. Bit by bit, he's chipping away, however. One scoop into Farah, anything really.
I mean, 420 life left for Broseph, so one clean confirm into the right Farah option. Could get rid of it. Not going to be here, going for a reset is Kale. Okay, a poke. Broseph manages to find something. EX! Wow! Kale almost managed to go straight through that green portal. You're not meant to be able to go through it, but Kale almost, it looked like he almost got through.
Oh, 2-1-3 boys.
Okay, Broseph potentially a round away from handing Kale another loss and getting a win on the board for himself.
That preemptive standing three as Quan always feels so good. Nice down one. Goes for the standing three again. Backed off, made it whiff. Here comes Sector. Armored portal, strikes back, but the immediate dash, so smart from Kale just to escape it. The armor doesn't really attach itself to Quan unless you are standing in it for long enough. So if you can avoid it, you can stop him getting armored at all.
And Homelander has so much forward advancing movement in his confirms that definitely better at most than, or better than most at avoiding it, for sure.
Wait a minute, Kale. This is not a nice situation to be in whatsoever. The cage, the armor is still there. There's one bar of meter still, so is Broseph going to have an opportunity to summon it? Oh no, you're dead! Skydrop, it whiffed! Flameburner plus frames.
The flawless block, but not going to matter. Broseph managed to place the standing one after. Damn, Kale did not look happy with that one.
I'm not very good at reading lips, but I'm actually pretty sure I saw him say to himself, okay, all right.
Right.
As in, we lock in. We lock in now. That's either going to be a character change. Surely it's going to be the Lao, right?
I mean, there was very little hesitation in going to it, so it seems that way. I mean, this is the first time we've seen Kale bring out the Homelander today, so maybe that was it. You know, Kale, the Lao has been seemingly his favorite pick for the tournament so far.
Is this the first time all day we've seen a mirror match of cameo, like both players using Sector?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Sector cameo, not the most popular, but what's going on here?
Not gonna lie, I didn't know who Sector Rocket that was.
Well, they're both. One of them has the palette swap player 2 version, essentially, of the other one. So this really is a weird mirror.
Hey, we've seen quite a bit of Sector cameo today. You know, FGC Boy was playing the Shao Sector earlier as well.
Sector isn't popular with everyone, but with the right character can really thrive. Even with Sector, though, I must say, Broseph, Quan Sector is not the most common cameo pairing. We see Tremor with Quan. We've even seen now Darius a little bit. You know,
Janet with Quan, still good.
Janet's still good. But I think the Sector stocks with the Quan Chi rising after this event. Broseph zoning. Oh my lord.
Thing is, though, again, like Kale's Lao thrives. Oh wow!
Whoa, my god, that move is unsafe.
Yeah, I cannot tell you the last time I saw that Lao attack even attempted. Like, I couldn't even tell you what input it is. It is. There is a reason you don't see it too often. But Kale has to fight back. Kale, his neutral with this Kung Lao has been so strong, but the way Broseph is playing Quan, just dominating that neutral, the spells, the cage.
A very important tech there from ONLINECALE. Tried to squeeze out a poke. He knows that's not going to be plus enough to get a combo. 2 bars Kale had to spend just to be safe there. Didn't commit to the low. That could have been a full combo. The bone cage forces to jump. The standing 4 narrowly misses.
Okay, that purple spell going to give you some enhanced projectiles. Not really the thing you see the most, to be honest, compared to the others.
The armor is just so useful. Big jump in.
That was a really early jump in as well from Broseph. That was calling out an anti-air attempt, and it worked perfectly.
If Lao jumps at this range, I was about to say! Ask and you shall receive. Lao jumping at any distance, dive kick or not, standing 3 with Quan, chews it up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Say Broseph on the cusp of a 3-0 win, unless Kale can do something about it.
Gap plus 1-2-2.
Oh,
gets
hang
the
on.
armor. The overhead's real! What a choice there from Kale. Still alive in this set, but the match point for Broseph continues.
Okay, there's the armor spell. That really has been the kind of bread and butter for Broseph most of the time. You see Kale just trying to avoid it, but it's easier said than done.
Good block on that low, though. Cancels the flame burner. Again, a little bit tricky here.
Okay, again, that overhead having so much value. This time blocked, but made safe. Thank you, up missile. And again, Broseph hitting so many of these burners.
Oh, it's scary, right? Because you can commit to that back 3, but there is a gap there, which is why Broseph isn't constantly dedicating.
Oh, wow, Kale just walking forward past everything. Past the standing 4, past the rocket.
Quan Chi has loads of meter, but are you going to get an opportunity? No! Dying with 3 bars of meter. That is one of the worst feelings.
Hey, in the words of what we assume Kale said, okay, all right. Lao.
Okay.
And Lao, the adjustment making such a huge impact here already. I mean, Broseph was match point there too. That was looking so close to being a clean 3-0, but nope, Kale is fighting back. Now, will we see the full reverse comeback?
Well, it's going to be a long mountain to climb, however. Plus frames. This aggression in this round is certainly starting something. Tried to go for the launch there off the sweep, just narrowly too late. You want the missile to come out second, not first. Block on the overhead low, but still tons of work to do. This could be the start of something. Being armored isn't going to mean a huge amount, though, when you're this low on health.
Nice avoidance there from Kale.
Oh, unless you flawless block that, yeah, you're dead. Cannot avoid that situation.
Just like that, though, Kale a round away from tying things up. This Lao change has been just the most important thing for him in the set.
There's the overhead. Full combo. Doesn't quite get the follow-up, though, however. Could have been worse. The opponent is still in the armor. Kale powering through with a 2-hit armored reversal of his own.
Oh, and there it is.
The launch. Thank you, missile.
As soon as you can tell the rocket has been established, you can go for sweep, you can go for overhead, and Kale is rinsing it right now.
Scary situation to navigate for Kale. That purple spell does give Quan some pretty gnarly projectiles. Hard to move in against them. You have to normally kind of wait them out most of the time.
There's also credit. Oh, wow. Is that enough? Hang on. This is an up rocket start, and there's minimal scaling.
And you're
this might actually do enough.
900 health.
Oh, that's definitely enough.
I will never question the capability of killing if it's 900 HP? I will most of the time just say, yeah, probably.
Okay, Kale on the verge now of maybe doing a full 3-game comeback, tying things up 2-2. This was looking miserable for a while. Brosev was 2 games up, a round away. It was looking like maybe a 3-0, and suddenly, just like that, game 5, Kale bringing this all the way back. Uh-oh, double up rocket. Yep.
So much respect.
I love how both players just stood still and just let that happen. They're like, okay, right, we both called up rocket. Neither of us are going to make any headway here, except the draw. A moment peace.
Kale going to do what he can to stay away. Oh, Kung Lao catching the sector right behind, so that cameo is going to be gone for a good few seconds.
Again, another up rocket. Kale using it as soon as it's back, seemingly.
Pressure continues in the corner. Oh no, the 50-50. Flame burner, that was a hard call. I mean, expensive, but went for the mix-up, did not find it.
That's a mix-up, right? You go for the 1-3, it's an overhead. You go for the 1 technical, it's a low, but it's expensive. That EX low is 2 bars. Yeah. And Kale ready for it, which I'm kind of surprised by. That's the first time Brosev has actually done technical on block the entire set. And the first time he did it, Kale was ready. Shows how locked in Kale has become through the remainder of this match. Nice pickup from Brosev.
Knew that because of the weird gravity, he wouldn't have had time to get a forward 4 at the end or something similar, so he just cashed out into sky drop.
Keep it nice and simple. Oh, wow.
Tried to make it whiff with a forward dash there.
Yeah, there's the Shaolin shimmy, going to avoid that missile. Same before, if you've got that fast forward advancing movement options, that's your best bet at dealing with up rocket. And now online Kale. Brosev does have a break. Tries to jump out of the corner.
All right, what's the situation? The armor, you're alive. Blocks the overhead low 50-50, gets the grab! You are still alive though, you're not dead! Oh, online KO finds it! Oh my God!
God, just the